She spent 7 years being invisible. 7 years of eating tuna sandwiches alone at her desk. 7 years of watching other people take credit for her work. 7 years of being overlooked, mocked, and pushed to the corner of a room she practically built with her own 2 hands. And now, she's stranded on a deserted island, with the one man who destroyed everything she worked for. What happens next will change both of them forever. But not in the way you'd expect. Meet Linda Liddle. She works in the strategy and planning department at a company called Preston. On paper, she's one of the smartest people in the building. In the office hallways though, she's basically furniture. From the moment we meet her, Linda is trying. She's really trying. Trying to connect with coworkers who don't even look up when she speaks. Trying to blend in. Trying to belong. And you almost feel sorry for her, right up until you realize she's been carrying something heavier than loneliness. She's been carrying a promise. The old CEO, the one who actually saw her talent, promised Linda the VP position. That job was hers. She'd earned it. She'd waited for it. She'd built her entire life around that one moment. But the old CEO is dead. And his son is walking through the door. His name is Bradley Preston. He's tall, charming, and completely unbothered by the idea that other people have feelings. The moment he spots Linda at her desk, sandwich in hand, a little tuna on her chin, something flickers across his face. Annoyance. Maybe disgust. Bradley doesn't even pretend to care about her. While Linda quietly does the work that keeps this company running, her coworker Donovan literally peels her name off her own reports and takes credit for everything she built. And Bradley? He hands Donovan the VP promotion. His old frat brother. A guy who barely shows up. When Linda confronts it, quietly, painfully, Bradley brushes her off. He asks her to join them on a business trip to Thailand instead. Not as a VP. As support staff. While the boys golf. She swallows it. She goes. She always goes. The private jet takes off. And everything seems fine, until it doesn't. The plane hits something terrible over the Gulf of Thailand. There's chaos. There's screaming. And then there is nothing. When Linda opens her eyes, she's on a beach. Blue sky above her. Ocean beside her. And Bradley, bruised, bleeding, completely helpless, collapsed a few feet away. The island is beautiful. And utterly empty. But here's the thing about Linda Liddle that nobody in that office ever bothered to notice: she watches Survivor. She doesn't just watch it. She studies it. She submitted an audition tape. She knows how to build shelter, find food, start fire, and read the land like a map. Out here, Linda isn't the weird quiet woman nobody takes seriously. Out here, Linda is the most dangerous person on the island. And it doesn't sit well with him. He tries to take charge. He barks orders.
And watch how you speak to me, alright? You work for me.
He builds a raft that falls apart the moment it hits the water. He tries to hunt and nearly gets himself killed. Every time he reaches for control, the island slaps it right out of his hands. Linda, meanwhile, is thriving. She builds shelter. She finds fresh water. She catches food. She moves through the jungle like she was born there. And slowly, painfully, Bradley has to accept a reality that would have been unthinkable back in his glass office. He needs her. Completely. Desperately. And she knows it. Something strange starts to happen then. On the island, stripped of their titles and their office politics and their carefully constructed personalities, the two of them actually start to talk. Real talk. The kind you can only have when you're scared and exhausted and there's nothing left to hide behind. Bradley opens up. His mother was cruel to him. Physically. Emotionally. He built that arrogant shell because the world taught him that softness gets punished. And Linda, drunk on coconut wine one night, tells him something that makes the air go cold. Her husband was an alcoholic. He was mean when he drank. And one night, when she had finally had enough, she gave him his car keys. She poured him one last drink. And she let him drive. There's a long, heavy silence after that. Because what Linda just described isn't a tragedy. It's a confession. And somewhere in the back of your mind, you start to wonder, who is this woman, really?
Hold on. Before we continue, if this recap is keeping you hooked, go ahead and drop a like and hit subscribe. I'm honestly grateful for every single like and every new subscriber. You guys really keep this channel going. I truly appreciate the support. Alright, let's get back into the story.
But before you can sit with that thought, Bradley does something unforgivable. He poisons her. He finds berries on the island, mixes them into her food, and while she's doubled over in agony, he quietly builds himself a second raft and tries to escape. He's going to leave her there. Alone. Sick. In the middle of nowhere. The raft lasts about 40 seconds before the ocean tears it apart. Bradley comes crawling back, half-drowned and completely humiliated. And Linda. She saves him. She gives him CPR. She brings him back from the edge. And then she makes him pay for it. Using a blue-ringed octopus from the water, one of the deadliest creatures on the planet, Linda paralyzes Bradley from the neck down. He can't move. He can't fight. He can barely breathe. And Linda crouches down beside him, knife in hand, and gives him the most terrifying 20 minutes of his life. She doesn't actually hurt him. But he doesn't know that. When she holds up what she's been cutting, a dead rat, his face crumbles. The man who called her disgusting. The man who stole her promotion, who laughed while his friends mocked her audition tape, who treated her like she was nothing for 7 years. He is shaking. He is begging. The power has flipped completely. And this is where the movie stops being a survival story and becomes something much darker. Then a boat appears on the horizon. Linda's heart should leap. Rescue is here. It's over. But instead, she goes very, very still. Because stepping off that boat is Zuri, Bradley's fiancée. Beautiful, kind, worried sick about the man she loves. She came all this way. She brought a guide. She's here to bring them home. And Linda can't let that happen. Going back means going back to everything. The office. The tuna sandwich. The invisibility. The slow, grinding humiliation of being nobody. Out here, Linda is powerful. She is free. She is alive in a way she has never been before. She can't give that up. What Linda does next is something the movie doesn't show you directly. But when Bradley later finds Zuri's arm on the beach, still wearing her engagement ring, the truth hits like a wall. Linda killed them both. She let them fall. She chose the island over going home. Bradley holds that ring in his shaking hand and something shifts in him too. The fear becomes fury. He grabs Linda's knife. He chases her into the jungle. What follows is one of the most brutal fights you'll see in a movie this year. These aren't trained fighters. They're two broken, exhausted, terrified people trying to destroy each other with everything they have left. Linda gets partially scalped. Her eye is gouged. Bradley is stabbed in the side. Neither one of them comes out of it clean. But wait, what happens next will shock you. Bradley stumbles out of the jungle and finds something extraordinary. Hidden on the other side of the island, tucked behind the trees near a cliff's edge, is a mansion. A pristine, fully equipped glass mansion. Food. Water. Power. Everything. And the moment he steps inside, Linda's voice crackles over the speaker system. She already knew. She knew about the mansion from the beginning. She learned the security code from the rescuers she killed. She's been sneaking in. She's been eating well. She's been comfortable. And the whole time, she let Bradley eat scraps and suffer and fight the ocean and nearly die on that raft, because control was the point. Control was always the point. Linda walks out of the shadows holding a shotgun. Bradley tries one last desperate move. He tells her he loves her. He says it like he means it. And for just a split second, one tiny, heartbreaking second, you wonder if Linda might believe him.
I want to be happy with you here. Just us, you and me.
She doesn't. Because she notices the missing horn from the wall of the mansion. He's been inching toward a weapon the whole time. She doesn't give him the chance to use it. A golf club. That's how it ends. Not with a gun. Not with a knife. With a golf club, the same sport he brought her to Thailand to support while he played and she worked. The symbolism isn't subtle. Sam Raimi doesn't do subtle. Bradley Preston dies on the floor of a mansion he never would have shared with her. 1 year later. Linda Liddle is standing at a podium. She's smiling. She's glowing. She survived the crash that killed everyone, she says. She made it back. She wrote a memoir about it. She's famous now. She's rich. She drives a beautiful car with a pet parrot on her shoulder. She announces she's writing a self-help book. The title? No help is coming. So you'd better start saving yourself.
No help is coming. So you better start saving yourself.
The audience laughs and claps. They have no idea. The desperation of someone who spent their whole life being underestimated, dismissed, and erased. The rage of watching someone undeserving take everything you worked for. That part hits close to home for a lot of people.
If this recap had you gripped from start to finish, do me one small favor. Hit that like button. It takes literally 1 second. Every single like tells me you want more of this, and I pour my heart into every video I make for you. And if you're new here, welcome. Hit subscribe so you never miss a breakdown. We do this every week, and trust me, the stories only get wilder from here. While you're at it, check out our other breakdown videos. The link is right on your screen. Whether it's thrillers, horror, or those movies that leave you staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. wondering what you just watched, we've got you covered. Thank you for watching, for real. Now go touch some grass, and I'll see you in the next one.